Havlick,
Here.
Osterloop,
Here.
Schmitz,
Here.
Schurz,
Here.
Sonny, Bathke.
Here.
We have a quorum.
We also have a new liaison with us today, starting today going forward. So welcome. Thanks for being here. Any conflicts of interest to declare? Hearing none, we're ready to approve an agenda in front of us.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the agenda as it sits. Is there any other discussion on this? Anybody in the audience? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is to approve the previous minutes from July 14th. Any corrections, revisions to make?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the previous minutes. Any further discussion? Anybody in the audience? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next meeting would be scheduled for August 11th.
Who's to set the date?
Second.
Second that we set the date for August 11th. I will not be here. I think there's a couple other people that won't, but should have a quorum. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a variance permit for James Botter. He's applied for a variance permit for a rear yard setback of 14 foot versus 25 foot for an attached accessory building. Building is located at 700 Northwest Norway. Legal descriptions in the packet. The property is zoned R2 single family. Mark.
Notices were sent out to the neighbors, published in the paper, signs posted. There were 3 responses in favor of this. The applicant would like to remove their existing detached single car garage and do an attached 2-stall garage. The depth of the lot is 75 feet, so at 25 and 25, the house that as it sits right now isn't in compliance with the ordinance, but it was built way back in the day. It sits a little further back on the lot, so he's just attaching it to that, and the 14 feet is where his garage would end up for the rear setback. Side yard would be fine, front yard would be fine as well. Applicant's here if you have any questions for him, or I can answer any questions that you have for me.
So just the rear yard setback.
Just the rear yard, yep.
Any questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve it. Any further discussion? Anybody in the audience? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a variance permit for Mitchell Telecom. They've applied for a variance permit for a front yard setback of 25 foot versus 30 foot for an attached accessory building. This is located at 1524 Commerce Street. Legal descriptions in the packet. Property is zoned HB Highway Oriented Business District.
I guess it's not an attached. I have that written wrong. If you remember this, previously they came in for plan approval for this, I think it was like 12 by 28 shed that they were going to put in there that has all their electronics for Mitchell Telecom. They said that when they got out there, they found that it was a little wetter to the east than what they were expecting it to be. So they wanted to come forward to be at 25 feet instead of the 30 feet to stay out of that drainage area there. Notices were sent out to neighbors, signs posted, it was published in the paper. I didn't receive any comments back at all.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
This is a question for you, Mike. Isn't the building already there?
Yeah.
Is it a for forgiveness question here then?
I believe that would be correct. They might have, when they were also staking it out, went from backside of curb instead of property line, because on their plans it said 40 feet, and they went from 40 feet from backside of curb instead of 40 feet from
Property
line.
which is, what, 9-10 feet back?
Yep, that's what changes things.
Not sure it would have changed our vote, I guess. Any further questions, guys? Ready for a motion then?
Motion to approve noting Mark's correction of attached, striking that
For detached accessory?
Yep.
for accessory building only.
Just scratch attached, huh? Okay. I need a second for that.
I'll second that.
First and seconded that we approve the variance permit or recommend approval. Any further discussion? Anybody in the audience want to address this one? Guess we're ready to vote then. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a hearing and recommendation on ordinance O 2025-10, amending Title 10 zoning regulations 10683, neighborhood shopping conditional use permit, alcohol sales on sale.
The mayor was approached by some citizens that requested to have this change, to have this as a conditional use. So the mayor gave direction to me to move this forward faster than the whole ordinance as a whole, because that's going to take a little bit longer. We wanted to deal with this one first. On sale is for drinking at that location. Off sale is already a permitted in neighborhood shopping, but with this being a conditional use, anybody that would move forward with this would still have to come through the process and through the boards to have it approved. So any neighbors would have their option to voice their concerns or anything like that. This would just give them the chance to have the conversation, have a Board of Adjustment hearing. Neighborhood shopping, if you look in the packet, I know it's really small for your zoning, but there's a lot along Sanborn Boulevard. There's some on Rowley Street, some on Lawler. Then you also have the island where Rob Shortstop used to be, on Second and Burr. You have the location of Arnie's at that corner. And then there's also some a little further out along First Avenue where Paul Gronwig is building his apartments there. And then where Maddie Street would continue through, there's some there, and then along East Havens. So there was discussion with them that just going permitted use, and they said, no, we want to at least have our neighbors be able to have to talk about it. So that's why they said conditional use. So I was asked to bring it forward. So here it is for you.
Okay. I'd say the conditional use over the permit is probably a good idea.
Yep.
Is there any other questions before I let the audience come forward? Does anybody in the audience want to address this one? Nobody? Seems to make sense to me. So this is pushing for basically a restaurant to be able to serve alcohol in
Yep,
a neighborhood shopping district.
Instead of taking it with them.
And they can still take it with them. They can still have a convenience store in there and they can haul it off.
Yep.
That's permitted.
That's permitted, correct.
So this is no worse, in my opinion.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve it's a recommendation to allow to amend the zoning. Any further discussion? We'll open up to the audience one more time. All right. Ready to vote then? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Any other business to come before this board? A lot of people here. I'm wondering why. No, I don't think so. All right.
We're pretty bored. They don't want to see me.
Next up is public input. If you need to address the board on an item that was not on the agenda, excluding personnel items, please come forward to the podium and state your name and your concern. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes. Items will be considered, but no action will be taken at this time. Anybody from the audience? I guess we're adjourned.